My friends, the underdog never gets enough love. Here today, I'm going to show you how we could finally show it to the underdog. We have the participant go through the deck and touch whichever card they want. Let's say they touch this one over here, the Queen of Hearts. Now here's the problem. The Queen of Hearts is not the underdog because it's the card you picked. It's the one that has all the attention. What's really important are the cards you didn't pick, the cards you almost picked. In this case, we have a card here that you almost picked to the right of the queen, and to the left of the queen, we also have another card. These right here are the underdogs, my friends, the ones that we almost forgot, the ones that we thought didn't matter. In this case, the underdogs, the cards that were almost picked, were the Six of Hearts and the Four of Diamonds. These cards matter to me. They might not matter to you, but they matter to me. So much so that I knew that you almost picked those cards. Look, watch, watch. Inside of my pants, right there. Ha, feels like a club, but really, it's a set of Post-it notes with a little bit of a prediction. Right there it says, you almost picked the Four of Diamonds and the Six of Hearts. Now I know what you might be thinking. Well now, guess what? Those cards are no longer the underdog. Now the Queen of Hearts is the underdog. Well, here's the thing. I knew you were going to pick that card too. Because over here, it says you will pick this one. And over here, it says you will pick this one. Of course, pointing directly at the card you touched, the Queen of Hearts.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching magic tutorials, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating. Maybe I'll go to PigCake Magic Academy next year. Maybe I'll do it next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you before work. They'll work with you after work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to someone right now. They could help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's actually going to be good for your future? All you have to do is pick up the phone and check out the PigCake Magic Academy. Why make it complicated? It's easy.
Whoa. My friends, the Bill Simon prophecy move, it strikes again. It's a wondrous move that has a lot of applications, and here is just another one. What we're going to do is we're going to take two cards. In this case, we have the Six of Hearts. And then we have the Four of Diamonds. And of course, who could forget, they're on the Bin Wang finish. Now notice on the bottom of the deck, I'm going to place the Four of Diamonds with the arrow facing towards the left. So this is part of the prep. On top of the deck, I have the other card with, in this case, the arrow pointing to the right. Now notice that I have this printing nearby the middle of the card. So I could actually use my hand to cover the prediction so the spectators don't see it prematurely. It's a nice little twist at the end. Then you have your official prediction here, which is going to be placed wherever you want. You could duct tape this on your nipple ring. If you want, you could just place it where I did, right there next to the motherland. So you have an excuse to reach in your pants because it's under the guise of performance. Well, now you're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll, as the people on the registry like to say. So we're going to spread through and have the participants touch any card they want. Now here, it's very important that you give them a choice and you can have them change their mind because it's not going to matter. So whatever card they touch, you're going to stick that out towards them. And here you're going to execute the move that is known as the prophecy move. We're going to grab all the cards that are above the one they touched, and we're going to turn our palm face down. Now we're going to use our thumb to grab onto this card right here and turn it to a face-up position. Of course, look at what this does. It draws all the eyes over here. Now usually the eyes would be on my muscular chest, but now they're drawn to the Queen of Hearts. At this point, we're going to take the remaining cards and place them directly on top, which is now surreptitiously cut the deck. So now really, you've cut the deck in secret. So when you spread through to apparently the place where they touch the queen, we actually have this card already here ready to go, and this card below already ready to go. So now all you have to do is talk about the underdog, talk about the cards that don't matter. In this case, the cards that almost were picked. Now at this point, you could take these cards out of the deck. You could place the deck down on a table, which is going to be fairly important because later on, you want to be able to show them that there aren't any other cards with writing on them. And you could, of course, talk about the underdog and how these cards were almost picked, so they're not important to them, but they're important to me. And you can turn your hand over. Of course, my hand is covering the prediction momentarily, and I could show them the Six of Hearts and the Four of Diamonds. So I could turn these face down and now show them that I value these cards so much that I actually left a prediction. And you're going to reach into your pants, you're going to pull out the prediction. Of course, you're going to dust off whatever pubic hairs might have stuck to the actual Post-it pad itself. But now you could show the fact that it says you almost picked the 4 of diamonds and the 6 of hearts. Now here, unfortunately, with this particular routine, there's a limitation in that, well, guess what? That's not the card they picked though. The card they picked is the Queen of Hearts. But because that's a free selection, we have a hard time as to being able to predict that particular card. So here we're going to be able to solve that problem by just simply saying, I knew you were going to pick this card as well, because here we have a little message saying you will pick this one, and here we have a little message saying you will pick this one, of course with the arrows pointing directly at the Queen of Hearts. So what this allows you to do is to seemingly have predicted that they would have touched the Queen of Hearts without ever actually being specific as to the card they touch. So I think that's a little clever ruse, if I would say so myself. I think I'm a clever guy. And these are the little tidbits that separate me from the other Magic channels, those disgusting, decrepit individuals. So to the participants, not only were you able to apparently predict the cards they almost touched, but you also were able to predict the card they touched. So whereas this might seem like overkill initially, you're using these to predict this card. So it just becomes a nice little bit of a well-rounded routine, and you could obviously show the rest of the cards not to have any writing on them whatsoever. That was good, right? I love the prophecy move. I also love Bill Simon. Bill Simon's come up with a lot of moves that we take for granted as magicians. For example, the prophecy move. He also has a wonderful vanish with a coin that you place the coin in a hand, and you can have a participant grab onto your wrist, which of course encourages some needed touch, and the coin still vanishes under those test conditions from your hand. Wonderful move called the Gone Vanish. But this is just a simplification of an original routine by him and some other takes on things over the years. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys do all the things that people do when it comes to videos, right? I of course recommend for you to bathe more often. Bathe more often. And if anyone tells you no, bathing often is not good for your skin, they're disgusting. Smells like Zara Tobacco Collection and Ball Sweat.